Good morning, everyone. This is Ramajan and Catherine Carrigan with What is Social Media Today, teaching you how to win the game of social media. Today's topic is consistency. And, this is one of my favorite Catherine stories of all time. Now, I have worked with Catherine for so many years that we have grown through so many different things and challenges and changes. And, Catherine has done an amazing job putting it all together. Well, there was one time, and this, 4 years ago, who knows how long ago, and Catherine was saying, I'm tired of doing this. So she took like a 3 or 4 month hiatus from her blog. Now, this was 4 years ago, and I'll venture to say she has never done that again. Why has she not done that again? Well, obviously, she lost a lot of momentum, okay? She lost a lot of followers. People were, consistently tuning in to her blogs on whatever days she posted. And I think she was doing like 3 or 4 days a week even. I mean, Catherine goes, hardcore with this, perhaps more than we're going to do, but she is our role model. So we just have to do a little bit more each week. But what Catherine told me was that she lost so many followers during that 3 or 4 months that essentially it seemed like she was starting over again. And, it wasn't really starting over because she did have a base, but the fact that she noticed the difference in 3 or 4 months right away, to me was quite astounding. It's like, whoa. Okay, so why is consistency important? Well, let's look at it this way. We are brought up on television, right? Television is set up where you watch your favorite show 7:30 Tuesday night. And every Tuesday night at 7:30, you tune in or you make an effort to find a way to record it. Nowadays, you don't have to do it in real time. But the point is that you were chomping at the bit to watch that show week after week after week. And with our blogs, it's essentially the same concept, okay? If we are going to blog once a week, and only once a week, then we're going to want to blog the same day, same time, week after week after week. That does not mean that you're writing that blog. Let me restate that. Only if you're Rama does that mean that you're going to write that blog 5 minutes before you post it. The rest of us are going to write on a Sunday afternoon, and they're going to write 10 blogs, right? And we're going to have them, ready to schedule. We want to get the ultimate goal is to get on top of this. So 5 minutes before 7:30 on Thursday, you're not writing that blog to get it out because you have to do it, okay? You wrote that blog 2 weeks ago. You wrote it a month ago. You wrote it 3 months ago. Or you didn't write one and you're going to repost someone else's blog, or you're going to repost and repackage an older blog. Okay, the point is people rely on the information from you on a consistent basis. And I have noticed myself that if I cut back and miss even a week, it takes time before you get your followers back, your likes, okay? Now, unfortunately, we can't bank likes. So we are going to ultimately need to take it to the next step. And Catherine and I haven't necessarily talked about this as much as we will be in the future. I just got a really good email from somebody that they say they've got an article about this. And of course, I respond back, let me see the article. And would you be willing to do a presentation for us? Okay, so consistency is our responsibility, but consistency takes a lot of different paths, okay? If, we are not in a blog writing mode, then let's move into a reposting mode. Let's go into a posting from Google Alerts mode. Let's go and take some, spend 20 minutes online looking for cool pictures about human fairies or fairies and start posting little girls in fairy costumes or something like that that's in your genre that does not require the work of creation, okay? This is a hard concept for us to understand, okay? But if you go back a few weeks, I coined the phrase the Swiss Army knife approach to social media marketing. This is what I'm talking about. We want to pull from all sources. Sure, when I post that article about that mountain bike story, I don't get as many likes, but I get some likes, okay? And it develops a pattern of what you're likely to find on Rama's, Facebook page. So over time, people find you. And one of the things that I cannot stress enough is that if they find you and you have one blog, you're not going to get much traction out of that, okay? I mean, sure, that person that found you may say, hey, I found this great blog, you got to check it out. But one blog doesn't buy you anything, okay? 200 blogs buys you something. I think that early on we had a gal that was a blogging expert, and she said it takes 50 blogs to have the chance of being discovered. Okay, that's quite a bit of content there. But it explains why Catherine's book hit #1 out of the gate. Okay? I mean, this is what has happened. Catherine has 50, 100, 200, 500, who knows how many blogs. I mean, she's a blog maniac. Okay? And a lot of times she writes blogs and nobody shows up. It never bothered her. Okay? It never bothered her. And at the beginning, unfortunately, this is the game. You write blogs, you send them out there, nobody looks at them, you get all pissed, saying, no, social media is not working. Well, gang, you can say that maybe after you've posted your 50th blog, okay? Remember that social media marketing is the long game, and consistency is really, really important in this endeavor. And with that said, gang, I'm going to stop the recording and we're going to move into talk mode.